In the heart of the vast African savanna, under the golden hues of a rising sun, a young lion cub named Leo bounded through the tall grasses. His tawny coat shimmered in the morning light, and his bright amber eyes sparkled with the curiosity of youth. The world was a playground for Leo, full of wonders and endless possibilities. Leo loved to play with the meerkats, chasing butterflies and rolling in the soft grass. He would splash in the waterholes and watch zebras graze nearby. After a day of adventures, Leo would nap under the shade of a tree, dreaming of the next day's escapades. Leo lived with his pride near a serene watering hole surrounded by acacia trees. His mother, Nia, was the gentle but fierce protector of the family, always ensuring everyone was safe. His father, Kovu, was the regal leader, always keeping a watchful eye on his playful cubs and teaching them important survival skills. Leo had 3 siblings: the clever Tana, who loved solving puzzles, the adventurous Zuri, always exploring new places, and the shy but observant Mala, who noticed everything around her. Every day, the family worked together to hunt for food, with Nia and Kovu leading the way. The cubs learned essential skills from their parents, practicing pouncing and stalking. In the evenings, they would rest together, sharing stories and strengthening their bond. Together, they formed a lively and inseparable gang, always supporting each other. Every day was an adventure for Leo and his siblings. In the mornings, they would practice pouncing on each other in the soft grass, honing their hunting skills under Nia's patient guidance. The afternoons were spent exploring the savanna, chasing butterflies, and listening to Kovu's stories about the stars that lit up the night sky. One memorable day, the cubs discovered a shallow stream hidden behind a grove of trees. It became their secret spot, a place of endless adventures. They splashed in the water, leapt over stones, and watched the tadpoles wriggle in the shallows. Zuri even tried to catch a fish, only to end up drenched and sputtering, much to everyone's amusement. They built small dams with stones and sticks, raced leaves down the stream, and napped under the shade of the trees. As the sun set, they would sit by the stream, sharing stories and dreams. Life wasn't without its challenges. One fateful day, a group of hyenas ventured too close to the pride. The air was thick with tension as the hyenas circled, their eyes gleaming with malice. Nia and Kovu's fierce roars echoed through the savanna, sending the hyenas scampering away, but not before they left a lasting impression on young Leo. The encounter was terrifying, but it only strengthened Leo's resolve to grow strong and brave, understanding the delicate balance of danger and safety in their world. As days turned to weeks, Leo began to notice the rhythms of the savanna, the migrations of zebras, the towering silhouettes of giraffes against the sunset, and the way the wind whispered through the grasses all became a part of him. His happy childhood was not just about play but also about learning the ways of his home and the bonds that tied him to his pride. One evening, as the cubs lay curled up beside their parents under the starlit sky, Leo looked up at the constellations. He felt a deep sense of belonging and wonder. His heart swelled with gratitude for the life he had, surrounded by family, adventure, and the boundless beauty of the savanna. Leo didn't know what the future held, but he was certain of one thing. His childhood, filled with love, laughter, and discovery, was the foundation of a life destined for greatness. Leo often reflected on the lessons he learned from his family, the strength of his parents, the playfulness of his siblings, and the wisdom of the elders. These reflections filled him with a sense of purpose and a desire to honor his family and the savanna. Leo knew that his journey was just beginning, and he was ready to embrace it with all his heart. As Leo grew older, he began to join the adults on their hunts. His first hunt was a thrilling experience filled with excitement and a bit of fear. Under Kovu's watchful eye, Leo learned the importance of patience and strategy. Though he didn't catch anything on his first try, the experience was invaluable, and he felt a step closer to becoming a true lion of the savanna. The sun rose over the horizon, casting a golden hue over the vast grasslands. Leo's heart raced as he crouched low, his eyes locked on a herd of gazelles grazing in the distance. Every muscle in his body was tense with anticipation. Kovu, his mentor and protector, signaled for silence with a flick of his tail. Leo's senses heightened. He could hear the rustle of the grass, the distant calls of birds, and the steady breathing of his fellow hunters. They moved as one, a silent, coordinated team. Leo mimicked Kovu's every move, his mind absorbing the lessons of the hunt. Hours passed and the sun climbed higher in the sky. Leo's muscles ached, but he remained focused. Finally, the moment came. Kovu signaled the attack, and the lions sprang into action. Leo's heart pounded as he sprinted after the gazelles, his paws thudding against the earth. Despite his best efforts, Leo didn't catch a gazelle that day, but as he lay panting in the shade, he felt a surge of pride. He had taken his first step into the world of the adult lions. The thrill of the chase, the camaraderie of the hunt, and the wisdom imparted by Kovu were all etched into his memory. Leo knew that many more hunts awaited him. With each one, he would grow stronger, wiser, and more adept. The savannah was not just his home. It was his training ground, his classroom, and his proving ground. And with his family by his side, Leo was ready to embrace his destiny as a true lion of the savannah. As the seasons changed, Leo witnessed one of the most awe-inspiring events in the savannah, the great migration of wildebeests and zebras. The ground trembled as thousands of animals moved in unison, a spectacle of nature's grandeur. Dust clouds rose into the sky, and the thunderous sound of hooves echoed across the plains. Leo and his siblings stood on a small hill, their eyes wide with amazement. The sheer number of animals was overwhelming, each one driven by an instinct older than time itself. This was a lesson in the cycles of life, the ebb and flow of nature that governed their world. Kovu stood beside them, his gaze fixed on the horizon. "Watch closely," he said, his voice filled with reverence. "This is the heartbeat of the savannah. These migrations are essential for the land, bringing new life and rejuvenating the soil." Leo felt a deep connection to the scene before him. He understood that the savannah was not just a backdrop for his adventures, but a living, breathing entity that supported all creatures. The wildebeests and zebras were not just prey. They were part of a larger web of life that included him and his family. As the sun set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Leo's heart swelled with a newfound appreciation for his home. He realized that he was part of something much greater than himself, a timeless dance that had been going on for generations. The Great Migration was more than just a spectacle. It was a reminder of the interconnectedness of all creatures in the savannah. It was a lesson in humility, respect, and the delicate balance that sustained their world. Leo knew that he would carry this moment with him forever, a memory etched into his very being. The savannah was not just his home, it was his teacher, his inspiration, and his legacy. And as he watched the endless procession of life before him, he felt a profound sense of gratitude and wonder. As the days turned into weeks and the Great Migration became a distant memory, Leo began to notice a shift in his responsibilities. His father, Kovu, took him aside one evening as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the savannah. "Leo," Kovu began, his voice steady yet filled with warmth, "it's time you learn what it truly means to be a leader." Leo's ears perked up as he listened intently, eager to absorb the wisdom his father was about to impart. Kovu continued, "Being a leader isn't just about being the strongest or the bravest, it's about wisdom, compassion, and the ability to make tough decisions, even when they're not popular." The scene shifts to Kovu and Leo walking side by side through the tall grasses, the vast expanse of the savannah stretching out before them. Kovu points out various animals and explains their roles in the ecosystem. "A good leader understands the balance of life here, the interconnectedness of all creatures. We must protect this balance even if it means making sacrifices." Leo nods, absorbing the weight of his father's words. The camera then shows a close-up of Leo's thoughtful expression, his eyes reflecting the setting sun. "Leadership is also about empathy," Kovu adds. "You must care for every member of the pride, understand their needs and fears. Only then can you truly lead them." The scene transitions to a moment where Leo observes a conflict between two younger lions over a piece of food. Instead of using force, Leo intervenes with a calm demeanor, mediating the dispute with fairness and understanding. Kovu watches from a distance, a proud smile forming on his face. As the night falls and the stars begin to twinkle in the vast sky, Leo and Kovu sit together on a rocky outcrop overlooking their home. "Remember, Leo," Kovu says softly, "a true leader inspires others through their actions, not just their words. Leadership is a journey, not a destination." Leo gazes at the horizon, feeling a newfound sense of purpose and responsibility. He realizes that his journey to becoming a leader has just begun, and he's ready to embrace the challenges ahead. The lessons from his father will guide him, shaping him into the future leader of the pride. With a heart full of determination and a mind brimming with wisdom, Leo knows that he is not alone. He has the support of his family, the lessons of the savannah, and the legacy of leadership passed down through generations. And as he looks out at the vast, beautiful expanse of his home, he feels a profound sense of gratitude and readiness for the path that lies ahead.